share with everybody right here. There we go. Hey, I'm taking. I've got a few slots, and I'm trying to get those slots filled up for this next coming week um, for the VIP Fast Start program. To give you a little update, it's when if you sign up for this, what happens is you become part of the Road to Wealth Club. And the Road to Wealth Club, we've already doubled $5,000 to $10,000, and we're on track to double $10,000 to $20,000. And then, yes, we're going to double $20,000 to $40,000. If you would like to see my blueprint on how I do this, you're welcome to get started. Okay. And the big thing about this first week and second week, you get a coaching call from me the first week and the second week to get you lined up to get started with the road to wealth. And you're on track, and I'm showing you exact chart patterns. I'm showing you exactly where entries are, where exits are, how to take profits. So if you get a chance, go ahead, give it a shot. Love to have you, and we'll get you on the coaching list for next week. Okay, thanks. All right, let's get today kicked off. Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are we doing out there? Thanks for being here. Sorry, I got to click a couple buttons. Click that one. And I better click that one right there. And there we go. All right. Hey, good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Coach. How are you? Where's my mouse? There we go. Al, good morning. Al, thank you so much for your question this morning. And everybody in the room. I appreciate questions like that and things that we could improve by, because now that makes me think, well, people can't find our live videos, and all you have to do is go to YouTube and click on the live button. But now we know. I'll work on that. Also, thanks to Coach here, just not too long ago, Coach said, hey, why don't you start putting the positions you're in the chat here in the room? And I did. And this morning I posted what I'm holding right now in the small account or the Road to Wealth account, and it's going well, by the way. So pretty quick here, we'll have a statement from TastyTrade. I checked it today. I don't exactly know what day it comes out, but it's got to be within the next 4 or 5 days, I would imagine. I'll get that posted, and that's going to show a nice jump. So from the previous statement. So anyway, thank you for all the input. Also, too, thank you to Sunny. For those that don't go to our Facebook page and check out Sunny's list of today, he's got a list of stocks under $100. Now, this is on our private Facebook page, and here's why I need to ask a favor, okay? And I'm not a social media guru, okay? I'm really not. So you have to ask permission to join the private group. The private group, when you do, I think it asked you a question. You've got to answer the question. And I get this pop-up, somebody is to be approved. Well, most of the time I approve you, but there are some reasons why I wouldn't. I mean, if you have, 200 groups you're in, you're not going to get approved because you're just a scammer. But if you're legit and you don't hear anything from me, or maybe even Roasted, because I think Roasted does this as well, right, Kathy? I could be wrong. Then shout out, okay? Shout out. If you don't hear from me right away, give me a few minutes, or maybe Kathy there, shout out, because maybe we've got a glitch in the system there. Anyway, there's some great stuff, and you guys, I've all mentioned Roasted there, Kathy. She's got some amazing stuff in there about trading, candlestick chart patterns, candlesticks themselves, other things as well. And Daryl is a big poster there. Daryl posts charts. Ken I don't know if Ken is listening here. I don't even know if Ken is in the room here, okay? Um, but Ken posts some great charts in there. So really, really a good place to hang out, leave comments, add some, ask questions. Oh, and by the way, if you ask questions in there about a chart or something, I'll make sure I'll try. Okay. I don't see any reason why I can't. I can talk about it on our next video. All righty. All right. Anyway, let's get started with all this. All right. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Okay. Bear with me here. Hey, let's not forget two more things, actually. Sorry about that. Let's not forget that if you are interested even remotely in day trading, if you just want to see some day traders, check out BYOB Trading. That's one of our family groups that we have, along with Right Way Options. And of course, Hit and Run Candlesticks. That's me. Open house Monday at 8 a.m., starting at 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Hey, look, John can day trade. All right. He one of the most simple things I've ever seen do. John does it very simple. There's um, no wow to it, other than it works. Okay. So even if you're not interested in day trading, what he does can be pushed over to swing trading. It can be. It's the same. All it is to me is swing trading on in a very short period of time. And if you look at the chart, I think you'll agree. But you need to take a look at it. All right. So October 6th, that's next Monday. All right. You do have to register. So please do that. All right. Oh yeah, one more thing. Today, members, make sure you're go to the combo room for the members e-learning that will be kicked off by Doug. I believe it's at noon Eastern. Doug's with Right Way Options. It's followed up by John with BYOB, and then it's followed up by myself, um, Hit and Run Candlesticks. Okay, so members, if you have any trouble, just ask any one of us, or post in the room how you get there. We'll do it, no matter what room you're in. All right, now let's get going. Okay, bada boom, bada bang. The SPY is hitting our target up here. The next target up is going to be about this 474 and a little bit of change right up there. So here we go. Rock and roll. Bulls are working. They're doing a pretty good job here. As we move a little higher, always be cautious with a little bit of put a little bit of a rest. The market has to do that. And look, it's nothing unique about the hard right edge at the moment. You can just go look at anywhere on the chart. You can see we rally up, we pull back. We rally up, we pull back. Rally up, you pull back. Doesn't matter if it's way up here. Uh, this was once way up here. Okay. 4 weeks ago, this was way up here. So rally, pullback. There's nothing new. That is not. It's not like it's Christmas. It's just the way charts work. So keep an eye out for that. If I see it start to turn, I'll certainly shout out. I'm always worried about that because that affects your profits. So keep track of that. Okay. Really quick, SPYs, SPY Qs doing the same thing, rock and roll. Diamonds are doing the same thing, rock and roll. They're improving. IWM, you can see that they're moving up here. Okay. IYT, the transports, they're not doing so great, but who cares when you have SMH? All right. Who cares? So we're hitting it, man. It's working. Just watch for a little bit of profit taking that could come in here a little bit, just because it's normal. All right. Just because it's normal. T2123. Oh, come on. Really? Too many things. So T2123 yesterday, we closed reasonably well, but we're not in full-blown bullishness. Wow, isn't that something? The market is rocking. The market is rocking, and we're not even in full-blown bullishness down here. So what could that be telling us? Well, let's trade the charts and find out, right? VXX, this is what I follow when to look for any fear coming into the market or leaving the market. And there's absolutely no fear in the market right now. So, trade to your heart's content, I guess. Mind your rules. Pay attention to your trades and take profits into strength. Let's see, where am I? Let's take a look at some charts here. So take a look at Fuel Cell. Holy moly, what a pretty chart. This was posted in the room yesterday by one of our members, and thank you. Fuel Cell is looking good. So, if I'm taking the bigger picture of Fuel Cell and where can Fuel Cell go, that's what I'm always looking for. Where can Fuel Cell go, or where can this stock go? What can it do for me? Well, I see Fuel Cell, could challenge 17. Why not? I mean, let's take a look at the weekly here. Look at that weekly. Weekly, we're setting up for a rounded bottom breakout. And for those of you that are love rounded bottom breakouts, this is setting up for one. Now, we haven't quite reached it yet. We still need to get the black line and the green dots over the 50. But that's a good looking price action pattern right there. So all I'm looking for is to get through that top right there. And then we move. I probably should have done this. Sorry, I didn't do it. Boom. There we go. There we are. Okay, so target of 14. So we go from here up to 14-ish. Man, that's 50%. Even if it never made it up there, you can make a bucket of money on the way up. So let's keep track of Fuel Cell, okay? So hopefully everybody in the room will be watching this. I know some people will, and it's really great that we all alert ourselves in there, okay? Hey, Ed, I'll say Ed if I'm pronouncing that right. Anta, how are you? Vernon, how are you? Let's take a look at another one. EOS. This one's up too far. Yeah, never mind. I mean, EOS is working great, right? Let it pull back a little bit. Let it pull back a little bit, and that might be a nice entry. This is the kind of chart you want on your watch list, and I have it on my watch list. So it's there. It's ready to go. CRWV. Check this out. CoreWeave. I know that there may be people there. We've taken out that 50% retracement, just like we talked about down here. Everything, nothing changes. Nothing at all changes. We'll call it the blueprint. All right, the blueprint I use. I probably need to put it in writing. It really is simple. It is not hard, and you just do it over and over and over and over. I always like to say, for those folks that like McDonald's, well, good for you. For those that don't like McDonald's, you could take it or leave it, or maybe take it or leave it. They are, every store is the same. If you don't like McDonald's in San Diego, well, I've got news for you. You're not going to like it in Springfield, Missouri either. On the other hand, if you could take it and leave it in San Diego, you can stop there in Springfield, Missouri, and it's going to taste the same. Well, that was one of the keys to the McDonald's success. Everything was the same. Well, that's the key. That can be one of the keys to trading. Everything is the same. Now, there's still that you have to trade, okay? I'm not trying to say be mechanical here, but the setups are all mechanical. The getting there is all mechanical. And then you as a trader, you've got to make the entry. You've got to take the profits. You've got to put the stops in, things like that. Sorry, went off on left field. It's a Thursday thing. Take a look at TSL. Congratulations for those in TSL. I almost bought it yesterday, talked about it, but I decided not to. And the reason I decided not to is I'm in way too many positions in the Road to Wealth account. I've got to get rid of a few of those. But look at that, we're heading right up to that 50% level. So what we're going to look for now is this is a good target. It's also a good place to fail. It's also a good place to recoup some strength, consolidate a little bit, bring in some more buyers, maybe drop some people, taking profits. And then we're going to work for that next target up there around 28. So be careful around this area, around that area. Think about profits. Take a look at PYAS. I spotted that this morning. Again, this is someone that a member of Hit and Run Candlesticks posted in the room yesterday. I liked it. I flagged it. Look at this thing setting up. That's absolutely beautiful. That is a work of art chart, if you ask me. And there's a lot of those out there now. Look at this bottom down here. Nice bottom. Little inverted head and shoulders as well. Look how the green dots are moving up. That's our tradable trend, right? That's what we trade, our trend. And look at us. Here we popped up over the 50. We hit our first target just like we're supposed to. We're consolidating. Now we're headed up right there to that, whatever that is, $6.75, $7 range, close to that, $6.90, somewhere in there. PAYS looking good, looking real good. BBAI. Take a look at BBAI. That's setting up here. I don't have, I guess I should have put something on there. So let's do that so you can see what I do. I'm going to come over here. I may adjust this high. We're going to see here in a minute. And this is just part of my blueprint to the road to wealth. No, I'm going to leave it right there. Yeah, this is just part of my blueprint. See, we take this high and go down to the lowest low, which is over here. This is not rocket science. So far, I've got grandkids that I could teach this to. They could do this. There's the 50% retracement. I'm going to duplicate this, I think. Duplicate it. There we go. And we're going to move right up there. And there's the next target. So now the hard part is the trader coming in, where do I buy it? Things like that. Where do I close it? But that's what we talk about that during the day. Anyway, BBAI setting up beautiful there. And there's back to the daily. Okay. There we go. Telray, anybody looking at Telray? There's got to be people in Telray, I'm pretty sure. I've got an alert set here for me at this about 170, 171 here. Looks like it might alert, and that's where I'm looking to buy some Telray right in here. Now, Telray has already come up through the 50% retracement area. I'm going to go to a weekly chart just to show higher, so you can see more of the chart. Next target up here is going to be about 190, and then around that 215 area, and then up here toward the 200 period moving average. On a weekly chart, we've got ourselves a rounded bottom breakout. Okay, Kathy, you're in it. Way to go. Way to go. So yeah, this is looking really good. And to the 200 period moving average, I don't know, 45%. Who'd like to have a little slice of that? But yeah, who'd like to have a hit on that bong, right, Kathy? I don't know if I can say that live on YouTube, but we'll see. One time, this has been a couple years ago, I did put an image on YouTube that had that mentioned pot and whatnot, and they declined it. They wouldn't allow me to do that. So I don't know if it's still that way today, but yeah. All right. Hey, let's take a look at some of yours there. Hey, S, good morning. Come on, hit the key. There you go. Take a look at Conoco. I think Conoco is moving. It's okay. It's we had a little dip here below that 50 still rising. 50% retracement up here is a little over 106. We need to deal with this whole area right here. So, an aggressive trader, I see that as a possible trade. A trader that's not so aggressive, what's a bong? I love you, coach. But over that, you got about 6.5% right there. So, um, I'm all for here. Let's put a line on this. I'm kind of looking at this as the charts like this aren't pre-set up. I mean, this is posted out here by S, one of our members. So as long as we're trending, and I actually like the 50% or 50 period moving average the way it's trending. So any up move, I would look at that as possibly a buy. Watch this area for another pullback. And then on up to that 50%. You guys can't make me laugh when I'm doing live videos, okay? That- hey, Val, how you doing? PSTG. PSTG. Nice chart. Thanks, Val. Appreciate it. I'm flagging that one. So here we've gapped up, and now we've come back to the trend indicator and the T line in that area right there. So I think that's a pretty nice looking chart. Let's I'm going to draw a line right there. A lot of traders won't touch it till it breaks out, and that's perfectly fine. It certainly is a buy in this area, and then a breakout would be a buy too. I probably should change the colors of this. That might be hard for you to see. It's hard for me to see. But right here, daily, weekly, 60-minute, and 3-bar chart means that this chart is over the cloud on the daily, weekly, 60-minute, and 3-bar chart. I'm going to go look at the weekly since we mentioned the weekly here. And I'm just going to jump to a monthly. Oh, never mind. You can see we're making all-time new highs here, right? Nice chart. Thank you very much. Let's see. Julie, good morning. S-O-U-N. S-O-U-N. There we go. Yeah, that's setting up. And here, we've been chasing this one around a little bit. You see that we've got some targets already on it. I want to point this out because I think this is important. When you see these lines up here, that means I've already been looking at it. And you can see that we've gone from, you can take this bottom right here, and we went right up to that 50% area right there. And here back down. And then we went back up to that 50%, dipped down a little bit. Here we went back up, and this time we broke out of it. We've come back and tested it. Now, the next target will be back up in that area right there of about 18. Usually we see a little consolidation in these areas. Watch for that. And then let's look for that next target up there around that $20 area. Okay. This is another one that's also above the cloud on the daily, weekly, and 3-bar chart. However, it's not on the 60-minute chart. You might want to watch that. I do have an alert set for this. That's what this orange line is right there at about 16.75 for a buy. If I choose to buy it. Just because I said alert doesn't mean that I'm going to buy it. I have to take some things into consideration. And right now I have to admit, I'm in an awful lot of charts, positions, and I need to be careful there. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Hey, JW, how you doing? Let's take a look at what is IONQ. That one's been quiet for a while, hasn't it? And it's starting to come back, I would say. Yeah. Here, let's put some color on this one. That's the sweet little target that I would like to see. And I'm just pulling the low here. This run basically. Here we popped up, little consolidation and up like that. Actually, we could do this and it might map it. No, I'm going to take it from there. There we go. So we're down to these lows, and that gives us some target areas up there. So there's the 50% area. Where's my duplicate? Duplicate. There it is. Duplicate. There's another target up there. I guess we do have to watch that top up there, but I see what the chart is kind of doing here. And yeah, it would make sense. We get right underneath those two candles, two hangmen up there. We need to get past those hangmen. But right now, those would act as terrific targets up there. And we're talking 13%. So, hey, let's take a look at IONQ. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Yeah, another old friend, AK, okay, oh, start over, Rick. OKLO. Yeah, old friend coming back here. Yeah, keep an eye on that. I'm actually gonna put a alert there. Okay, so you know, traders can be pushed into a couple different categories um, in a lot of areas of trading, and the area that I'm talking about now is right here. Okay, there's going to be that area or category of traders that that are into buying down here. There's going to be that category of traders that buy in this area. There's going to be the category of traders that buy in this area. And all of us, doesn't matter which category you in, all of us are looking for the whoops, that was a wrong color by a long shot. There we go. Why green? Oh, could have been me. All of us are looking for price to move higher. All right. All of us can see this top. This is not unique to you, me, or people watching this video. This is out there to the world. Everybody's watching that. So right now, that would be a pretty good place to look for profit taking up there, maybe even a little bit in the middle here. But every one of us, every single one of us are also in the back of our mind thinking breakout, 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 breakout. Every single one of us. So, it really, like you say, it doesn't matter what category you're in. We are all looking for the same thing. And no matter what, as we start moving up, the higher we move, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, watch for slight little pullbacks or just little rests. And those are opportunities for that other category of trader, the trader that, okay, I'm going to buy once it breaks out of this area, watch for the pullback. You move up here. Come on, this is not rocket science. You guys know that you're likely to see a little consolidation, right? Well, that's opportunity. You break out many times, not every time, you're going to see consolidation. That's opportunity. Remember what we're all looking for. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, tall, short, doesn't matter. We're all looking for the same thing, but we are in different categories on where we might enter a chart. Same with taking profits, okay? Anyway, sorry, it's Talkative Thursday. Yeah, maybe it was coffee this morning, okay? So great looking chart there. I like it. Let's see, Rig. Yeah, Rig has been a popular one, hasn't it? And then it got unpopular. So very popular through here. Yeah. And see, Rig is one I marked out from the top up here on April of 2024 down to the lowest lows down here. And you can see it's still moving up. And I think it's still heading up to that 50% bounce back area right up there. And while we head up there, it's insane to think that you're never going to have pullbacks. It's just wrong. If you're trading, you're wrong if you think that's never going to happen. And I think that's all we're having now is just another pullback. So let's watch for that buy signal, and we're getting there. I mean, that's nice. Nice bounce off the 50 period moving average. Once price moves over the T line, the black line, and the trend indicator turns green, that's in buy territory for me. Um, I'm, some may call that a 3/8 trap. It's not really a 3/8 trap, and sometimes I even call it that, and it's not. Just because it's over the 8 EMA below the 3 doesn't mean it's a 3/8 trap. See this rally up here and this pullback? That's a 3/8 trap. So we need a good rally up and then come back. But it is setting up. So good deal. QTRX. Yeah, QTRX. Nice. I think on this one, a couple of things. Let's draw a straight line down here. And we're breaking out of that area. This is a rounded bottom breakout. we're over the dotted deuce. That to me just reeks of reaching the 200 up here. So unless the market just collapses, man, I see a 16% move coming in this chart. Nice chart. Thank you. I'm going to flag that. Let's see. Hey, Dave. Yeah, UEC, all those charts are all looking pretty good. UEC, we might be starting to bounce up in this area. So just watch for that, that buy signal here. Um, this one just, I think needs a little flag line there. You start popping out, that's, I think, going to be a nice chart. And I have, target the high up here. That's a no-brainer. And then the next target up here about that 1560 area. Okay. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's kicking butt, isn't it? Look at Tesla go. That's kicking butt. All right, let's see. Hey, Daniel, howdy. How you doing? Vernon, let's take a look at some snow. Snow is bullish. So let's do this. Here we start to put a bottom in, and then we gap up, and then all we're doing here is consolidating. That's all this is. And when we start to move up here, that's just the next leg. So this is bang. You got something exciting. This is profit taking. This is traders, duking it out in the streets. They're just, traders back and forth. Yeah. Boom. Here we are. I think we're starting to move up again. I like that. So I want to put a line right there. Right there. Close enough. See how we're breaking out of those highs? What a beautiful chart. I'm with you, man. Nice chart there, Vernon. Yeah, I'm with you. I guess target-wise, I'm going to go look at the weekly, get a bigger picture. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Look what we're breaking out of here, okay? And look at the potential. I'm going to go from this high right here, the 11 November of 21, pretty far back, down here to these lows. And this is just crazy. You'll see. Is that pretty much right there? There we go. So we're going to stay there. I might adjust the low on the daily when I see it. Make sure I get it. Sometimes my eyes don't go right. There we go. Pretty close. Okay. So now we're on the daily chart here. And let's look at this line right here. This is important. I'm going to start right down here. Whoops. That is, dude, Rick. You really got to lay off the coffee. There we go. How's that? All right. So what I want to point out here is the magic of this. There it is. All right. See that green line? Right there. I mean, that is right there. Look at this. Right there. Right there. That is truly amazing to me. This second one, I could duplicate this. There we go. And then move up to that line, that dotted line right in there. And we did blow through that a little bit. We came back. Look how we just nailed it right here. Now, here's the cool part. See how we blew through it? And look how we stopped here and we just simply started that consolidation in there, and now we're breaking out. Well, where do you think the next target's going to be? You're right. The 50% bounce back area right in there. What a nice chart. I think that's beautiful. Thank you for that. Let's see. What else do we have here? B. Yeah, B's looking good. Yeah. Yeah, be setting up. Watch these ugly little candles here, okay? Just watch those. I think breakout is important. Yeah. Yeah, it's making a nice flag. All right, I just realized I'm 5 minutes past my time. I want to say good morning to everybody. Again, let's go look at T2123 because I just well, maybe that's not set on real time. No, never mind. Nothing's going on here. I thought it was looking at another chart here. All right. Let's have some fun today. Let's take some, take some profits out of this market, put them in your pocket. Okay. We'll see everybody. Members, I'll see you in about 25 minutes. And remember, we have member e-learning today. Plus, remember John's open house coming Monday. Okay. You guys take care. Thank you.